Um, my assessment, yes. It might be a bit difficult for me to make an assessment. And to say whether there are rules for all of this, I can say yes, there are. If you are a true son or daughter of Idede, you will agree that long before now, there has been very strong government in Igede land, which is traditional government. And this traditional government, because they were very respected, because they recognize the role they play, because they do not dive into each other's roles and responsibilities, peace was uniquely maintained in Igede land. And this is how government in Igede land used to work. You have the families with their family heads. You have the villages with their village heads. And in each village, you have the youth group. You have the Igabos. You have the women groups. And by way of division of labor, each of these groups was given very unique and specific roles to play. And the paramount thing about this type of government was to make sure peace was maintained, was to make sure that economic activities are generated, and then to ensure that there is self-help, because modern government was seen to be far from them. So they constitute themselves into this traditional form of government, doing things for themselves, making sure that there was peace. Now that at this time, not that there was no modern government, and I say that modern government was far from our people. But with advancement in technology, population expansion, governmental expansion, modern government expansion, the modern government becomes closer. So whether this closeness of modern government to us can be seen as a cause, I wouldn't know. Because somehow it has made us to gradually shift away from the traditional government that hitherto helped us in maintaining peace, in ensuring unity, in cultivating harmonious coexistence. So, what ought to have happened ordinarily is that there should be a symbiotic relationship between the elite, modern government, and traditional government. So, until this happens, you will see that there will be competition where there is not supposed to be. Rather than competition, what we expect is to complement each other's roles and responsibilities. Whereas the traditional institutions tries to ensure that our values, our culture, our beliefs are maintained, remain sacred. The political elite is to ensure that modern government play its role with regards to the well-being of our people. So this is where complementarity ought to take place. But this effort at ensuring or demonstrating superiority, I think, has brought about some form of near conflict, rivalries, disunity. Then I do hear, to what extent I don't know, that somehow there are some kind of problems that people complain of in terms of leadership. And if you see governance, like I said, at this level is divided into the religious leaders, the traditional leaders, the political elite and leaders. Sometimes some people are complaining. The traditional rulers, some of them seem to have abandoned their roles. Come to ask if I have a dispute with you, and then that dispute is to be resolved traditionally, and I'm asked to come along and bring some money. Now I don't have the money to bring. Maybe you have the money to bring. Maybe you are the one who is supposed to be at fault. But because you have money to bring, so you are judged to be right.